Welcome back to the Daily Astro Show. My name is Meg Moonbeam, and we're here on the Meg Moonbeam and Beyond Mystic YouTube, Rumble, and X channels. Oh my goodness, I'm happy to be here with you guys today. Crazy, crazy astrology we are having at the moment. So let me know what's going on with you guys if you feel like sharing in the live chat or in the comments below. We're starting to get into the energy of the upcoming full moon in Aquarius. We'll talk about that. We have some intense things going on. So before we get into it, as always, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the Meg Moonbeam YouTube and Rumble channel, as well as the Beyond Mystic YouTube and Rumble channel. And if you'd like to have a personal astrology reading with me, those are available at consultations.beyondmystic.net. And I'm currently booked out for until I think January 2025, if I'm not mistaken. So if you'd like to have a reading with me in 2025, you can book now at the link in the description box below. L1 Clark says, hey, you guys, Rumble unsubscribes me from Beyond Mystic constantly. Make sure to subscribe to Jean-Claude. Yes, we do hear that, L1 Clark. Thank you for sharing. So please make sure that you are subscribed to keep up to date with all the content that we've got coming out. So how's everybody feeling? Jill's here. Hi, Jill. Very nice to see you. You say, I've been feeling unsettled for a while now. Yeah, I've been feeling the same thing. I'm with you, sister. And today is quite an unsettling feeling, if you will, because we're having exact Mars in square to Saturn. Okay. And we've got this Jupiter Mars conjunction still, which was exact yesterday, Wednesday, August 14th. Now they're 1 degree orb apart, and Jupiter and Mars both in square to Saturn. But today is exact Mars in square to Saturn. Now, some of you might have seen the recent Astro Deep Dive episode that I did with my astrology soul sister, Astrid Dumoulin, here on the Beyond Mystic channels. And we said, everybody, it gives no pleasure for us to share this, okay? But likely the bad guys, the dark art side of life, is going to try to do another, fake. I won't say the word. You guys know what I'm talking about, health-wise. So we just said that last week, and now we're coming into this week, and it does not surprise me at all that we've got this whole, thing coming out of, I think it's Africa, the monkeypox. I'm going to be careful with my words here because we're on YouTube and Rumble. Everything that's happening, unless it's really, really weird, does not surprise me anymore. Okay. We're in a retrograde city. We've got Pluto, Neptune, Saturn, Chiron, Mercury, all retrograde, with Mars in Gemini, information, in square to Saturn in Pisces, governments, mandates around disease and health. So this is a repeat. People use astrology for light, and people also use astrology for dark. And I think some of those dark astrologers are maybe looking at the astrology of these times right now, which, yes, Her Miller 13 says they are desperate. Totally agree with you. They're desperate. They're looking at the astrology. They're going, yeah, we can probably get some people to buy this, and go into fear with the Neptune 29 degrees Pisces. Things are confusing. Things are trippy. But, we're entering Pluto and Aquarius. We're in Pluto and Aquarius transit right now. And so many people have woken up. Everything backfires that the bad guys have tried to do. So just remember, as we're watching this whole health scenario play out, and they're trying to do it again, okay, just remember, astrologically, it is not going to work a second time, okay? It's going to feel really weird this week. It might feel really weird next week, but I don't know about you guys. In my personal life, a lot of people are awake to what's been going on the past few years. Jane says they will not succeed. Yes, I totally agree with you. So we're watching a repeat. We're in a retrograde city. Don't let it get you down. Okay. But of course, don't comply. I think most of you guys listening will not comply anyways. And just, now's the time for people in our lives that are maybe not as hip as we might be to what's going on in the world with the WHO and certain institutions and all that. It's really the time where we need to speak the truth. We need to stand up for ourselves, because the more and more that some people are not awake and hip to what's going on, it's just going to be harder and harder, their wake up process. So, and I'm also saying that to me as I'm saying that to you guys. So this whole, oh my God, I'm having so many brain farts with this Mercury retrograde. This whole health thing that's coming up with General Ted Ross and his announcement yesterday. Like Carmiller 13 said, it's desperation. These guys have dark astrologers, and they know that with the current astrology, they can try to really freak some people out with this or continue to harbor people into fear. I don't see this working in the long term. So don't let it freak you out. Don't let it get you down. That's at least my astrological take. Esmeralda says, do not comply. I am with you, sister. Definitely, definitely. So yeah, it's interesting. It's very, very interesting. And, important to pay attention to what comes up for you when we're in a retrograde city, when we've got 5 heavenly bodies retrograde at the same time. Things from the past coming forward for us to review, to reflect, to maybe work through, a second time in a way that we didn't deal with it before. So Foxy Bishop says, yes, I'm feeling the heaviness. Yeah, today it's heavy. It's heavy. We got Moon in Sagittarius, but is about to be moving into Capricorn, the Moon's detriment position, and this Mars in square to Uranus. So this is conflict. Mars in its shadow side is conflict, and that's being expressed with him being an adverse aspect to Saturn. There is a collective conflict. Of course, it goes without saying, with governments, with the structures and systems that have been, and we can feel that in the collective and in our personal lives. So today, also going into the rest of this week with this Mars square Saturn, but it's exact today, being mindful that conflict is in the air, frustration is in the air, triggers are in the air, and don't take things personally, okay, from other people, because a lot of people are very easily triggered with this Mars and square to Saturn. There can be issues with our elders, with our authority figures, with bosses. If you have a boss, just a heavy feeling. Yeah, today is brutal. Ragenhild RG says, yeah, it feels, if you're not feeling heavy, then I'm very happy for you. Okay, for me as a Scorpio, I'm moody to begin with. So when we have these adverse aspects, it's like, wow, right? So I hope you guys aren't feeling heavy, but astrologically, it is a heavy day. And we're ramping up into this wacky and wild and weird full moon in Aquarius on August 19th. Okay, so just being really mindful of your energy right now, who you're around, what you're taking in. If you're finding that the energy is so heavy that you don't even want to listen to even alternative news, don't listen to it. Do something uplifting. We're in Leo season. Okay, so it is actually a natural alignment for us, even though it's challenging with some of the things that are going on, to be in the light, to be in the love, to be in the enjoyment of life. So what else do I want to share with you guys? Oh, also, I forgot to mention in yesterday's Daily Astro that the Mercury retrograde has now entered the sign of Leo. So we're now in Mercury retrograde in Leo, which definitely shifts the energy. The retrograde has been very intense so far, being in its home sign of Virgo. Now it's in Leo, so we might feel its effects less strong, but with Mercury retrograde in Leo, it's inviting us to review and reflect on our inner child, children that we have in our lives, our relationship with them, our sense of fun and play and creativity, and being in our confidence. Can be themes from now until August 28th, when Mercury goes direct. So interesting energies today. I also want to mention that after this Daily Astro Show, like 15 minutes from now, Jean-Claude and Janine are going to be live for a special Beyond the News on Rumble with a special guest. Okay, I am not the special guest, but I'll give you guys a clue. That special guest is someone that is very, very close to me. Okay. So I won't tell you who it is, but maybe that just gave it away. So go check out Beyond the News with JC and Janine and a very special magical guest at 1 p.m. Eastern today over on the Rumble channel. And also, my husband Jens has just released his new empath course, which is available on the Beyond Mystic Academy. It's all about balance, boundaries, and beingness. And Jens has put a lot of work into this new course that is great for those of us that are sweet, sensitive soul empaths, how to navigate being an empowered empath during these times. And it's going to be a kick-ass course. It's one pre-recorded class as soon as you sign up, and then 5 live classes coming up over the next few weeks. So go check that out at the link in the description below. And there's a discount code, all in one word, balance10, that you can use to get 10% off for the rest of the month on the empath course. So I love you guys so, so much. I'm wishing you a very magical day, even though there's heavy energies. And I'll see you tomorrow for another Daily Astro Show. Mwah! Bye, everybody.